Everard is asking, if we're Christians, we know that Jesus told us he will come back to take us to heaven. Where should we be when this happens?
All right, my friend Everett, I'm going to share something with you real quick. I'm guessing that you might even be referring to Matthew 24, verse 15, that says, when you see the abomination of desolation stand in the holy place. There's a lot of doctrine out there saying, you need to be in Israel because that's where Jesus is going to be when he comes. And that's really not true. If you actually go in the book or in the chapter Matthew 24, that'll basically give you the answer. And I just want to show you a few quick verses. Matthew 24, verses 37. We'll start there really quick. Matthew 24, verse 37. And it reads, "But as the days of Noah were, so also will be the coming of the Son of Man." And we'll keep going. "And for as in the days before the flood, they were eating and drinking, marrying and giving in marriage, until the day that Noah entered the ark, and did not know until the flood came and took them all away, so also will be the coming of the Son of Man be." Now keep going to verse 40. "Then 2 men will be in the field, and one will be taken and the other left." So it's saying that when Jesus comes, people will still be working, will be doing, basic household chores, things, day-to-day stuff. But some people are going to go to heaven and some people are not going to go to heaven. And you read the similar thing in the next verse. If you want to pull that up on the screen. "And 2 women will be grinding at the mill," again, a day-to-day task. "One will be taken and the other left." And if you read the next verse, it says something very interesting. "Watch therefore, for you do not know what hour your Lord is coming." And if you read verse 43, it basically says, "But know this, that if the master of the house had known what hour the thief would come, he would have watched and not allowed his house to be broken into." And I think verse 44 kind of just sums it all up. "Therefore, you also be ready, for the Son of Man is coming at an hour you do not expect." So basically, God doesn't tell us where we should be in a specific place, other than he's saying, watch and be ready, because we are given a task that we are supposed to be just like he says, actually, if you want to go to verse 45, I think it summarizes it the best. Matthew 24, verse 45. "Who then is a faithful and wise servant, whom his Lord has made ruler over his household to give them meat in due season?" And so basically, God is saying you have a job to do, whether it's, your day-to-day task, whatever you're supposed to be doing, just do it faithfully and serve God. So it's not about where you're supposed to be. It's a state of mind, being ready and doing the Lord's work, whatever that may be for that day, because you don't know the day or the hour that Jesus is coming. You can tell it's coming soon, but your job isn't to worry about the place you're supposed to be in necessarily, like physically, but mentally and spiritually, what place you're in, that you're right with God and that you're doing what the Lord is calling you to do.
Amen.
Amen.